Hey guys, today I want to walk you through how to handle and how to deal with unengaged subscribers on your email list. Now, there are really two reasons why you'd want to deal with this group of people and why you may want to remove them. People often ask me, well, what's the problem? Why can't I just keep them on the list? Is there any downside? And there are two downsides to this. If you have a list of 1,000 people and maybe let's say 20%, let's say 200 of those people are very unengaged with your emails, they never open them, they don't click, even if they do click, maybe they never click, even if they open the email, they don't click on it, their open rate is really poor, their rating is really poor. There's two reasons why you'd want to remove those people. Number one, from a reporting standpoint, it would be nice to know, if you go over to reports here in Mailchimp on the top, that when you see a report for your email, you're actually getting good data. If you see that your open rate is consistently poor or consistently the same, when you have 200 people or 20% of your list that's not engaging with your email, not opening your email, that's hurting your numbers. And if those people are consistent, there's no chance they're ever going to engage, there's really no reason to continue to send them. It's just going to bring down your numbers and bring down your performance. It would be nice to know within your population of people who are engaged, how many of them are actually interested in receiving your communications. So that's number one. From a reporting standpoint, it's good just to get rid of that audience that's just not even interested at all and just deal with the people who are, so you get a really good sense of the numbers. The second reason is perhaps even more important though, is that if you have a good portion of your audience that's not engaging with your emails, there is a good chance your emails may get caught in spam down the road. And the idea is you obviously want your emails to get into people's inbox in order for them to open it. If it gets caught in spam, they will never even see it. So it's for those two reasons why it's important to get rid of subscribers who are very not engaged with your emails. And there's a really easy way to do this in Mailchimp. Within Mailchimp, if you go over to the top where it says lists, this is a sort of a small test account we have, so there's only a few hundred subscribers here under my general subscribers list. You'll see here those who are subscribed. There is a rating under contact rating with stars. Those who are super engaged have a 5 stars. Those who are super unengaged are only 1 star. The default, I believe, is 2. Anything above 2 is someone who is somewhat engaged, and those people should certainly be on the list. You can even make the case that anyone with 2 stars should remain, but certainly anybody with 1 star who, assuming they've received more than just 1 or 2 emails, I would say by the time you've sent 4 or 5 emails, you have a good sense of who's engaged and who's not. Anyone who's a 1 star should likely be removed. And the way to do that is you could do it manually by clicking on this checkbox here and one by one removing those people you want. But that is a little bit more of a manual process. Once you do check them off, you can click on actions and then unsubscribe and remove them, or you can even just delete them outright. If you want some record of them being on your list though, don't delete them, just click actions and click on subscribe. To do this in a much more larger mass fashion, I would say do an export of your list. And here I have some export I've done in the past. This is one I just did a few moments ago. There's one here at 12:31 and one just now at 12:39. I can export this as a CSV file. And you get my zip folder. When I open the zip, you will see 3 files. One is those who were cleaned, which means any emails that were on my list that have been that have failed, whether maybe it's an outdated email or there's a missing character or something like that. They're invalid emails. Then you have your subscribed, those who are actually on my list now who I can send to, and then those who have been unsubscribed from the list. If I open my subscribed list, I'm going to get a pretty large file with a lot of different columns in it. Most of these you can ignore. You don't necessarily need things like latitude and longitude. Those columns, not really of interest to me. But what is of interest right now is column D. I'm going to go to my data tab here in Excel and click filter. If I sort column D by smallest to largest, I'll see that I have a number of people who are 2 stars. These numbers correspond to the number of stars in Mailchimp. I have one person who's a 1 star, a number of people who are 2s, and then you have your 3s and your 4s and your 5s. In this example, I'm going to highlight, I'm going to filter just the people who are 1s and 2s. And I'm going to click this entire list here of emails of those who are 1 and 2, and I'm going to copy that. Now I'm going to go back into Mailchimp, and I'm going to click import add contacts, and import contacts. And what I'm going to do is choose the method of copy and paste rather than upload a file. I'm going to copy and paste this list in here the same way I would do if I was adding subscribers. I'm going to do the same process for unsubscribing people. I'm going to paste that list in here. I'm going to choose yes. It asks you this question that your billing may be updated if you add more subscribers beyond your current threshold. In this case, I'm not concerned because I'm actually going to be removing these people. And instead of choosing to subscribe them, I have the option of either unsubscribed or cleans. Practically, there really is no difference. Either way, they're going to be removed. It's just a matter of how you want to classify them. In the future, if you do want to add these people back to your list, there are two methods of doing so. One is to have them sign up in a sign-up box like on your website again and get re-added, and then they'll get an email asking them to confirm, or to delete them from your list manually. Not through unsubscribed or clean, but to actually delete them from the list so that they're completely wiped out, and then to re-add them. Because those who are either cleaned or unsubscribed cannot be re-added or cannot be edited. You have to completely remove them and then add them again, or have them sign up again on a box, on a sign-up box on your website, and then get that confirmation email. Here I can choose to auto-update my list. I don't really care. For example, if I was updating their first name or last name, this is just a list of emails, so there's nothing to update, so I won't check that. If I was to click import, all those emails that I just selected would be cleaned. I don't necessarily want to remove these people from this test list right now, but this would be the process for how to remove your contacts who are unengaged from your list. So to recap, this was how you unsubscribe or you clean, you remove emails who are not engaged with your emails. Two reasons why you'd want to do that. Number one is to improve your reporting so that you actually see numbers of those who are interested rather than taking a portion of people who are just not interested and having that slant your numbers. And then number two is to prevent issues of spam. If you get caught in spam, for some people, it may cause all your emails to be caught in spam, and you obviously wouldn't want that. For more information, visit digitalcrashcourse.com. I'll include some more links in the description of this video as well.